A powerful man, a brutal murder, and a mystery that sent shockwaves through America's corporate elite. Brian Thompson, the CEO of UnitedHealthcare, had it all: wealth, influence, and an empire worth billions. But on a cold December night in 2024, that empire came crashing down. Shot outside a Manhattan hotel, his death wasn't just another crime, it was an execution. And the deeper investigators dug, the darker the story became. December 14th, 2024. The Ritz-Carlton in New York City, a symbol of wealth and power. At precisely 10:47 p.m., a single gunshot shatters the winter silence. Security cameras capture a man staggering outside the entrance before collapsing onto the pavement. Within minutes, sirens wail as NYPD officers flood the scene. The victim? Brian Thompson, one of the most influential figures in the American healthcare industry. A luxury car pulls up. Thompson steps out, talking on his phone. He doesn't see the hooded figure approaching from the shadows. A single shot to the chest. The assailant walks away, calm, almost methodical. No words, no hesitation, just cold-blooded execution. Within 48 hours, the NYPD makes an arrest. The suspect, a 26-year-old man named Luigi Mangione. But this wasn't a random mugging. Mangione wasn't just anyone. He was a man with a grudge, and his connection to Brian Thompson would send investigators down a dark and twisted path. Mangione, originally from Pennsylvania, had a troubled past. He had worked as a private contractor for the insurance industry, a world that often blurred the lines between legality and corruption. When the police finally caught up to him, he didn't resist. But what he said during interrogation left investigators stunned. He knew what he did. He ruined lives. He thought he was untouchable. What did he mean by that? What was Brian Thompson hiding? To understand this murder, we need to rewind. Brian Thompson wasn't just a CEO. He was the head of one of the most powerful and controversial healthcare corporations in America. Over the years, UnitedHealthcare had faced lawsuits, whistleblower claims, and accusations of unethical business practices. Denied claims, rising premiums, allegations of patients being refused critical care. Some called him a visionary businessman, others a profiteer of human suffering. And this is where Mangione's story takes a darker turn. According to sources, Mangione's wife had been battling a severe illness. A claim that should have been covered by insurance was denied. The treatment she needed never came, and a few months later, she was gone. Luigi Mangione blamed one man for her death, Brian Thompson, and on that December night, he took justice into his own hands. When the details of this case surfaced, the public was divided. Was Mangione a cold-blooded killer? Or was he a grieving husband who snapped after losing everything? His trial became one of the most controversial cases of the decade. The prosecution painted him as a calculated murderer. The defense argued that he was pushed to the edge by a broken system. But the real question remained: was justice served? On January 22, 2025, Luigi Mangione was found guilty of first-degree murder. Sentenced to life without parole, he showed no remorse. As he was escorted out of the courtroom, he uttered just 5 words: he had it coming. But even with Mangione behind bars, this case leaves behind chilling questions. Was Brian Thompson's murder a personal act of vengeance? Or was there more to the story? Did Mangione act alone? And most importantly, how many others have suffered in silence? Justice, revenge, corruption. This case wasn't just about one man's death. It was about a system that many believe is built on profit over people. What do you think? Was Mangione justified? Or was he simply a murderer? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, the truth is often darker than we can imagine. Until next time, stay safe and stay curious.